We now join our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
From near the top of last year's list to the middle of this year's list. No, you might ask yourself, Gun, what happened, bro? It fell down so much in the last year? Not really. Listen, I'm a child of the 2000s, so I got a lot of bias towards later rhythms, but at the end of the day, like I said before, this top 12 here, classics. Can't beat them. You got classics from Beanie Man, Bojo, Sean Paul. Come on, you can't beat when it comes to this rhythm. And also, this rhythm has one of the most beautiful instrumentals of all of them. But it stays here, and you can see why soon. Yes, sir. We got ourselves a tie. No, Joyride right here is one of them classic 90s rhythms that I can't believe I left off the last year list. But it was only 10 spots. And seeing that I was flexing, I probably could have flexed last year like this with ties. But I was new to the YouTube game. Well, not new, fresh to the YouTube game. So, unfortunately, we got set up for this portion. But like I said, classic songs by Sprague Benz, classic songs by Wayne Wonder, Tanya Stevens, Lady Saw. Come on, bro. Even Beanie Man get a classic hit out of this one too. So we ain't really got said too much. Let's go on to the next one. I would like to get to know you, baby. Yeah, I know. Last year, Bookshelf was way higher on the list. So what really changed? Again, like I said before, this top 12, well, this top whatever and change is really and truly just a veneration of the greatest rhythms in my opinion, except for the top 2. But we can get there when we get there. So as for Bookshelf, it's at 9B because it is classical for me. But in the last year, and a lot can change in a year's time, my enjoyment for it wasn't as much as it used to be. But again, this is a 90s classic that we grew up on. You know, you got tunes by, like the one I sang in the beginning, Sasha. You got tunes by Beanie Man. You got tunes by Mr. Vegas. You got tunes by Dirty. You know what I mean? But again, classic. But it only had 9B this year. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm getting tired of saying this now, but this is another one of the rhythms I forget last year, and I don't know how I forget it. You consider the guy classic tracks like a light glue, a money to burn on him. I didn't really trip him on against last year, but yeah, another tie. You wanna know why it's another tie? Because number one, y'all would kill me in the comment section, and number two, I indecisive, so we can compromise. Yeah, we can compromise. Yeah, there's no something as a Stone Cold classic when people from other genres, nearly 20 years after or 30 years after, still sampling from it. Like reggaeton, them are foundational after songs like this and Dembo. Like they literally got a whole genre named Dembo. But nevertheless, this is another one of them classics. We already know it. We have to say too much about it. It was a bit higher last year, but again, it's gonna take a little stumbling back this time around because I gotta accommodate some of the brethren that didn't make the list last year. Speaking of which, you see this rhythm right here? This is one of the rhythms that them kill me about last year, bro. Every comment, almost every comment was about this here. And you know what I said? Let me go back and listen to this rhythm. Let me go back and listen to them tunes for this rhythm. Yeah, I had to eat some egg, bro. I had to eat some salt after this, cause foolish me. This is one of the, I forget how much of a classic this is, bro. Top tier rhythm right there, bro. Don't even need to specify anymore. Let me move on before they kill me again. Every time a Dave Kelly rhythm appear upon this list, I incline to believe that the man is the greatest producer in dancehall history because, come on, bro, there's no way one man has so much hits on the belt with undisputed classics at that. And may I remind you, right, Dave Kelly is not just a standard beat maker. The man also helps to craft songs as well. Come on, bro. Sergeant Wallace is one of the most underrated dancehall tunes ever. I think Frisco Kid is also one of the most underrated dancehall artists of that time. But you also got a lot of other different songs on here. I ain't really gotta specify them. You just know you hear the rhythm. Good old school vibes. One of the reasons why I had to revise my list from last year is because I realized Fiesta was too low. Too low. To be one of my favorite rhythms and they're so low, don't make no sense. Come on, bro. Do I have to list the hits that come off of this rhythm? I ain't really gonna do that, but come on. We got Vitamin S, we got Dude. And let me not forget that Akon was the hottest rap star around the time when this rhythm didn't drop. And the man even drop a song on this rhythm. Come on, they're still remixing and sampling this rhythm to this day. The same like a lot of ones them that I mentioned before. Oh, and speaking of sampling rhythms, check out these next two. Unlike Sean Paul, I really didn't see any light last year when I left this off the list. Cause, come on, bro, there's no way I could exclude someone like this from a list like this of my favorite rhythms, not have buzz rhythm, not have the rhythm that had Give Me the Light, not have the rhythm that had press trigger. Really? No. I had to rectify it, bro. And like I said, this is one of the rhythms that ran the 2000s, and we ain't got said too much about it because a day like today, you go into international party and they're still running the tracks off this rhythm. This is a classic, stone cold classic. Look at Billy Man's Tiny Desk performance, for example. Moving on though to another one that in the same vein. Bro, I was listening to a Roots song the car section and I hear, the intro to this and I thought, wait, is that not the playground rhythm? Oh, the sampling playground rhythm. Not knowing that the playground rhythm is actually sampled from that song. The more you know. But yeah, like I said last year, I don't really need to explain why this is a classic. Come on. Some of the most well-known dancehall songs of all time come from this rhythm. Right? I mean, look at what the face of the rhythm is. See? On the screen right there? Yeah. That's all we gotta know about this. If we want to talk about going hit for hit, these top 5 rhythms them could go hit for hit with each other. But Coolie Dance is at number 3 because it's up there when it comes to hit songs, bro. Like, remember after we got Pull Up, we got Please, we got Joke. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it's called, this song. They got so many different classic songs on this rhythm. And not only though, that rhythm itself is just infectious, bro. Just listen to that shit. That shit, you just play it alone, and anybody could just go on there, spit through it, and it would be classic. They got revises for the 2020s, really and truly. And not only though, if you're a fan of reggaeton, again, you've heard this shit a lot of times in Puerto Rico or in Latin America. This right here is music that just walk out to when you're gonna fight in a boxing match. This rhythm right here. This is like what, the 5th Dave Kelly on the overall list. I can't remember, but yeah, this is like the defining late 90s 2000s rhythm, in my opinion. It makes you feel so like in an action movie, and it feels so triumphant. We got Look Into My Eyes, we got Keep Them Coming, we got Haters and Fools, and we got what is it called? Can't Hold It Back, Baby Sham and Bounty Killer on the same track. Yeah. Anyways, that is number 2. But before we get into number 1, we got some brief honorable mentions. Sling Ting, Diseases, Gangster City, Street Vibes, Unknown Language, Stink, Jonkanu, Blackout, Scooby, Big Monks, Cure Pain, and the list goes on and on and on for the ones that I can't really remember off the top of my head right now. Listen, these would make the list, but they're really in my top 10. Like though, you feel me? Anyways, at number 1, here 1G. But number 1 ain't change, has not changed, will never change, and it most likely has always been the same since I first heard it. So in honor of it remaining the same from last year, here's an excerpt from last year's list of, well, you didn't hear this yet, so the Diwali rhythm. But most importantly, we think about the pride we got seeing dancehall become an international juggernaut. It all starts with this rhythm in the year 2000. Wayne Wonder's No Letting Go, an all-time beautiful dancehall fusion track, peaked at 11 on the Hot 100. TOK and Bounty Killer having tracks that are still staples today. Rick and Lace and Lumidi brought international staying power with their tracks, and even a young Rihanna's debut single, Pon the Replay, was a reimagined version of this rhythm. I remember when the song dropped, and I tell me what it sounded like Love Is Wicked. All these songs alone make a strong case for why this rhythm is the top of this list. But there is one more.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca.
The first dancehall song to ever top the charts. And when I say charts, I don't mean Jamaican charts. I don't mean US reggae songs charts. I mean the Billboard 100. Top 100. And I don't think President me gonna say anything more open though. But anyways, that's my list for this year. And well, my last list and last video for this year. Listen, it's been a bit over a year and change since I started back this channel, and a roller coaster ride I never expected. Never expected to get so much views with so much videos. You know, I thought it would just be niche, with just wrestling, just some movie reviews here and there, you know, sometimes delving into music. But I really and truly gotta thank each and every one of you for coming around, criticizing me, you know, being very supportive and so forth. Likes, shares, all these different things. Thank you very much. Thank you, even though it's only 213 y'all. Maybe next year time we might make 500, might make 1,000. We never know. I've been real busy this year, especially this last part of the year. But don't worry, soon. But yeah, y'all enjoy y'all old years, right? Y'all enjoy y'all New Year's Eve and everything. Hope y'all eat up and everything. I can see y'all on the flip side when we come back with some fresh videos. Wrestling, music, movie, it don't really matter. History, it don't really matter. We can see y'all in 2026. Top Gunner, signing out.
Woo! We are on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive.